Everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Hope you're doing well. It's another day of Galaxy of Heroes. Let's see what's going to happen today. I'm not really sure exactly what to expect. But we'll see here when we get through it. Let's find out what's going to happen here. Reward stuff we missed throughout the day, periodically. You know how it is. Okay, what are we doing here? Come up with events still happening. It's fine. Not really overly concerned about it. What are we doing here? I don't remember. 44 there. I think we're closer on. This is always the thing because I don't. Throughout the day, I don't end up farming these people. I end up farming gear throughout the day. So 3 there. It's might be okay. We'll have to see. You know what, I kind of want to boost and get this done. If we can get a little closer, that's going to be good for us. 2. Where are we at with this? Need some more. I want to finish Droidica also, as we're finishing the Xanadu Blood. Looks like we're neck and neck on both of those. So that's good. Then we gotta come back over and get our TIE bomber. Where are we at with TIE bomber? We're at long ways away from TIE bomber. Alright. Done with that. This done, this done, this done. Not really anticipating a whole lot today, movement wise. We're just we're one of those doldrums, I guess that's what I would call it. Where there's just, don't put that in my face, CJ. I got it. I watched it in the video. I know what it does-ish. Not you having to put a thing, killer wheel thing in my face. Bruh. It's like that whole thing. I was born yesterday. I was born one day, but I was born one day, but not yesterday. I almost tripped over my words there for a minute. That would have been bad. If I wanted the hyperdrive account, if I wanted the hyperdrive bundle, I would have bought it already. I promise. Promise I would have. If I wanted it already, I would have bought it. I assure you. Gosh. Getting to this next relic level is going to be like, yes. Which is why I know why people like Nooch and all them, they just farm up all the gear they need and they're like, okay. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like, I don't know. For somebody like Nooch, I'm sure, who's been playing this game for what? Long. I feel like he's kind of one of those guys who's been playing the game since the game came out, and he's like, I know exactly how much gear it takes me to go from here to here to here. You know? I'm sure at some point I'll be there, but today is not that day, I'm afraid. Wish it was, but it's not. And when do I think it's going to be? I don't know. I don't know. I wish it, like it to be today, or 8 more. We're going to be able to finish this today. We're going to try. That's not a good start. You need like a 3 pull there to make it to be like, yeah, I think we can make it. Unless we get a 5 or 4 pull. Yeah. It's not great. It's not good. It's a little too steep for me right now. Come over here and get a the ETA one, which is garbage pulls everywhere. Everywhere we're going, we're getting garbage pulls today, guys. It's something you don't want to see, but it's something that it's like, okay, can we get? We can. We're too level. I don't. Wish we could set it up, but look, I mean, how much money do we have? How much money do we have here? We have 3.4. We can make something happen, but let's check our Galactic Republic and see if maybe we can make it to the last tier. It's our highest Galactic Republic is Ahsoka's Starfighter. Not to the point where we can invest a whole lot. I guess maybe we can try to take that up to 85. That's going to make that a little. Hopefully, it'll make it a little easier. 60. If we're gonna, it's one of those things. If we're gonna try to use this fleet, and we're gonna try to do it right, and I feel like we need to take it up all the way. So that means we might need to look at bringing Clone Sergeant up. But I think this is gonna do it, just to bring him at 7. Take 5 million. Oh, that's too much. Let's bring it to 70. Seventy is going to be kind of a good point to have him. I still can't. So I gotta have it. Let's go to 75, I guess. It's almost another million, which is, whatever. Now at least we can take him to gear 9. Upgrade these abilities. If we're gonna hang our hat on the Clone Sergeant's Archer 171, Arc 171 first, I guess that's something we'll have to do. We are going to have a 5 first. It's just not going to be today. And I do know Clone Sergeant's not the best character, but he could be worse. It could be worse in a lot of ways. But hopefully that'll let me make him a little bit more usable. It does. Not a whole lot usable. One. But, I don't even want to try this right now. It's probably doable. I can probably pull it off. It's just not. I just don't feel good about trying it. Yeah, I'm not even going to try this week. We're just going to take blow up till 7 stars. And then we only got 1.25 million, so it's not even worth attempting. But we did make some headway. We did bring up Clone Sergeant. We did bring up Promote Plo. We did put some gear on the Clone Sergeant. It's not a perfect outcome, but it's kind of like sports. Sometimes you just got to take what the defense gives you. Or in this case, what the game gives you. The game's like, you can probably take it at 70, 75, and it'd be okay. And probably put some gear on, you'll be okay. It's probably what you should do. Especially if you're playing free to play. But if you're not free to play and you're just throwing money in it, then you can sort of try to do what other sports teams do and try to force your way through the defense, and then inevitably end up failing. But that's sports. That's what this game is. This game is like, hey, if you give us enough money, we'll give you whatever you want. Sports, that's not necessarily the way it works. Wait. How at 48.1k bronze games I have to open? I feel like I probably haven't opened them in a week now that I think about it. But I'm like, I have. It's not true. Why are you not getting me anything? Okay, before, just so you know, after I do this, if you're still watching, still think we have JC to do? Maybe. I'm going to do 5 more of these in case you're wondering. Because I know it's super, it's just one of those things that's like, I feel like you got to do on screen. Of course, nobody wants to watch it because it's super annoying. The last one, I promise. Alright. That's good. What does that leave us? Let's go ahead and knock. Alright. We have... Territory. We have territory. Where's this set up for? Okay. Alright, welcome back. You're like, what happened? You put on headphones. Yeah, it's been like an hour. Because you can still hear she's up. She's still up. It's about 10 o'clock. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to want. I don't know what to say. It's just how it is. It's a difficult situation, to be sure. And not a fun one at all. I don't have geos yet. Okay. But I'm still trying to assign territory where I I just started this. And then she started crying. So now we're not doing this. I'm not doing... I can't because I don't have geos yet on this account. But one thing I do want to address is through no fault of our own. No fault of anybody's, I don't think. The way I started this account is not going to be the way... You know, it's looking back on it. Of course, you can never know what's going to happen when you're trying to put together a run. You know, because the past 5 months since October, what happened in October was unprecedented. Because obviously, I've only played since February of last year, but. You know, I know up until that point, whatever, nobody ever heard of a Lightspeed bundle. The concept of a Lightspeed bundle was like foreign to everyone. You know, if you said, hey, you're going to be able to get a legendary for $10. Essentially, and, you know, you're not totally getting a legendary. You still have to do some work, you still have to put Zetas and all this other stuff, but essentially it's you pay us $10, we'll give you everything you need to get a legendary. And that's absolutely unheard of anywhere, you know, in this game or outside it or whatever, but it's definitely true. And it's just totally unprecedented because nobody does that. Nobody. And maybe I've talked about this a little bit before, but DSA is sort of doing their own variation of Lightspeed bundles, but it's not quite to the level where. I mean, I guess it is. Well, it kind of is. But Source Arena was a very I don't know. Glue, the guys who brought that game to life, made a number of missteps, and EA bought the game and is now running it. And I think they're trying to correct it. It's just got a lot of work. That game doesn't have Zetas and Omegas. I wish it did. Or at least a Zeta and Omega system to where, unless you're in GAC or wherever the stuff doesn't apply. And I think it's going to take a while. I think it's going to take rewrites and refreshes and make goods that are going to take at least another 3 years to get to. We're about to hit the 4-year anniversary of that game. We're just not there. I wish we were, but we're not. But anyway, so that being said, they're doing these they're doing these mythical elite bundles, which are essentially Lightspeed bundles in the game. And so they're trying, but back to what I was saying about this game. This game, the Lightspeed bundles in this game, it's totally changed everybody's farm. Because before, you knew that nobody was gonna knew that if you were free to play, that meant something. And for someone like me who's still free to play, even after Lightspeed, it's a hard thing to deal with for me. Because we just come in here, we'll just come in here to Fleet Arena, to my Fleet Arena. What do you have here? This is a pack. This is somebody who's chosen to go, it's essentially a Leviathan rush. I mean, there's no denying this is a Leviathan rush. Are they going to get to Malgus? I don't know. This, I could theoretically beat. But it looks like it's a pack buy also. It is a pack buy. It's a total pack buy. So this is another Lightspeed bundle pack buy right there. And that's just the nature of this game. I'm in 96, and even if I refresh, this is not a pack buy. So I may have a chance to beat it. But they have a Relics. What? They have a Relic 7 eye candy. I mean, and this is just. Maybe I'll beat it. I don't know. It's got I'm in the starting 5 and the starting 3, so who knows? And I don't usually show fleets, but what I'm making a point is, I rushed what I rushed for a reason, and because I thought it was going to be good for me. But where we are in this game, it's going to be very hard for me to get through the side, I think. Well, the ship is low, but she's not. But I mean, you can't really realistically just come out and say, oh, I'm going to go with, oh, I'm going to executive rush, which we're essentially doing in all of these accounts. And some accounts are more advanced than others, but we're rushing executor in all of these accounts. And you know, the hyperdrive, the hyper lightspeed account is what it is, but it's still a while away from getting to executor. And you know, because why? Because people are willing to spend. And if you're willing to spend, there's only so much that can be done about that. Like, there's no way around. Like, you can't force yourself around somebody that's just willing to spend. It'd be nice if you could, but it's just not. It's not feasible at all. And so, that being said, I'm trying as fast as I can to correct the inadequacies, the steps that we are behind within this account, and yeah, I gotta win. But it's tough. It's rough, and it's gonna take, you know, it's gonna take a long time, and I'm gonna make some mistakes, and I hope you're okay with that. I really do, because if not, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be quite the undertaking as it is. But if you're here, and if you're here for it, just know that it's gonna be a while. That it's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be as autopilot as it was. But maybe perhaps when you started, you know, if you've been playing for 2 or 3 or even a year, it's not going to be easy, because I'm not even at a year. I'll be, you know, probably around 2 million when I hit a year. But this account is just, it's going to be, you know, sometimes you're going to scratch your head and you're going to be like, why did you do that? And I'll be like, because. And that's the only answer I have, is because it's what I did. And, you know, but my goal is to, like I said before previously, my goal is to try, you know, maybe I make it there, maybe I don't. And just to try to make it to the level where Nooch's account is at 3 years, where he's like 7 million or whatever. That'd be great. We are, as it stands, about a little over 2 years and 3 months from being there. So, just want to let you know that. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the rest of my energy to hopefully try to get something to move me a little bit closer with Boba Fett to him being done, him being Derilix, and that is spent. Gotta maximize every opportunity to do everything I can. So now that I've used up my energy, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you like what you see, leave me a comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and till then, till tomorrow, make sure you hold the line. I'll see you then. Bye.